Now we back. It's been a minute since we've had a budget and we had to build a team to go 82-0. Today we're dealing with former MVPs. We talking the cream of the crop. These people were voted the most valuable player for an entire NBA season. This is crazy. And I gotta pick my favorite or the team that I think can win 82 straight games. Before we get into it, let me let you know that today's video is sponsored. Actually, let's just get into that. Today's video is brought to you by Keeps. Personally, I love my locks, but statistically speaking, these things won't be here forever. 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the age of 35. I'm 25. I have a decade. I can't let it go like that. So our resolution for that is, of course, Keeps. Shout out to him. With Keeps, a licensed doctor will review your information online and recommend the right hair loss treatment plan for you. And then you get a shipment right to your door every 3 months. One of the reasons why I really like Keeps is that it's super affordable. You're getting generic versions of FDA approved hair loss treatment for the low. Now, prevention is so key. It can take 4 to 6 months to finally seeing results. So please act fast, because the earlier you act, the more hair you save. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, be sure to go to keeps.com/KOT4Q for the deal of 50% off your first purchase. That is KEEPS.com/KOT4Q. I appreciate Keeps again for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the action. All right. So this photo that I got tagged in a bunch recently, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this actually is a pretty old graphic. If you take a look at the $1 thing, we got Russell Westbrook in a Houston Rockets jersey. Obviously, he ain't played there in a season. Well, yep. Because he had 1 year in Washington and now he's so in the season. Derrick Rose in the Detroit Pistons jersey. So yeah, the overall graphic is a bit old, but everybody here still has won at least one MVP award. So this is what we're working with. And when I tell you, I looked at this graphic for a good amount of time trying to figure out a team that I believe was going to be fun and can win 82 games. Remember, we are living in a world of NBA 2K22. That is very important when I'm building my team. Yes, I want to take into consideration some fit factors, but I also want to put together the most dominant team in 2K's eyes, and those things are a little bit different. You might see a team that look perfect on paper. You throw it in 2K and boom, y'all miss the playoffs because 2K ain't the greatest. Let's be honest. 2K was trying to give me a logo from when I played Park and gave it to somebody else. They put it on the wrong account. No, shout out. No, can we fix that though, 2K? I do want the logo. I mean, anyway. So I looked at this list, and I pretty much have a similar strategy anytime I do one of these listings where I'm trying to build a team with just $15. I try to get my one or sometimes even two $5 options. Then I go to my budget options and I fill in the blank. So let's talk about my $5 options. We have 2 players that people consider to be GOATs. I feel like half the world think it's Michael Jordan, half the world think it's LeBron James. Personally, I don't care. Then we have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time leading scorer. We got Magic Johnson, most people, probably the consensus best point guard of all time. And then Larry Legend. These are 5 of the greatest of all time. People argue that these are the greatest people or players at each position, and I will be taking one of them. Do I take Bron, who is the best player that I got to see with my own personal eyes? Or do I take MJ because I'm from Chicago and I can't get detached from Michael Jordan? I'm taking Michael Jordan. Come on, man. I've taken LeBron on these challenges before. This is not me picking my favorite, kind of picking my... I'm picking Michael Jordan to be my superstar player for $5. That leaves us with 10 left. So I told you the strategy. I got my superstar player. Let's go look at the budget options. At the $1, there is no wrong answer here. We start off with Dirk, who is my favorite power forward of all time. Not the best, but my favorite, just because the 2011 NBA Finals was magnificent. Even in 2006, I think I was rooting for Wade then because Wade was a young Chicago boy, but I saw it as an opportunity for me to root for both sides. You know what I'm saying? I saw Dirk, I saw Wade, I was a fan. We got James Harden, who I don't have to explain to you why James Harden is one of the GOATs. We have Giannis, who is like a newer version of some GOAT stuff. We got 2 MVP awards. We got Defensive Player of the Year, a Finals MVP, and him at $1 it seemed like a steal. We have Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double. Kevin Durant left. He put the team on the back, led them to the playoffs, got the MVP award, and then Derrick Rose, the youngest to ever do it. Now, you're looking at me. You know my history. Chicago born and raised. Some of my biggest memories have come from watching Derrick Rose on TV. And I say on TV because though I was in Chicago, we didn't have the money to actually go to the games. But I'm not picking Derrick Rose. It was a real debate between Dirk and Giannis. You're like, whoa, Kenny, what the hell is that even a debate? It was a real debate between Dirk and Giannis. Now, for the team that I am trying to build, if it was real life, I might have taken Dirk in this scenario. Stretches the floor, hits jump shots at a way better pace than Giannis does. But I know what type of statistics Giannis puts up in NBA 2K22, and I don't know about the statistics for Dirk, so I'm going to take Giannis. Remember, this is an 82-0 challenge, and I'm taking Giannis not just because I know he puts up crazy stats, but also defensively, he's going to be at the top of the league still. So, Dirk, I would love to have you, but again, he's similar to like LeBron. I've picked him in some of these other $15 challenges, so you can go watch those if you want to see Dirk do the fadeaway, one-legged jump shot. Actually, speaking of my boy Dirk, I feel like I pull this picture up all the time. My boy Dirk, you know what I'm saying? The finals that we talked about earlier. You know, we got nothing but love for you, Dirk. Would love to interview you one day, my boy. I don't know how realistic that is, but if I don't throw it out in the universe, how can it possibly happen? So we have $6 spent with 3 roster spots left. So now I'm looking at some other budget options, right? Looking at $2. Right now I have a shooting guard and I have a power forward, so I'm looking at my other options. We got the round mound of rebound and Charles Barkley. He's not in 2K, but I can download him. Somebody made him, and they do it every year. We got Kevin Durant, one of the best scorers I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. We got Steve Nash, one of the better passers I've ever seen. Won 2 back-to-back NBA MVPs. Kevin Garnett, one of the most underrated, I think, by the younger demographic. I don't think y'all realize how good of a defender Kevin Garnett was in his prime. And then we got Allen Iverson, the guy that got me into the game of basketball. So which route am I going? I'm going with the Slenderman, man. Slim Reaper, Kevin Durantula, KD Trey 5. Because we're doing Trey 5 because that's when he won his MVP award. You know what I'm saying? I know he changed his numbers since then, but KD Trey 5, I need the scoring. And come on, bro. Do I need to explain to you why Kevin Durant at $2 is a steal? I don't think I need to. Give me KD. So if you've been keeping count, that is $8 spent. I'm looking at the $3 options. Yes, I picked one from each place. Maybe a little bit boring. I do like when people put together, like, I want 2 number 5s, and I want, it sound like I'm ordering Wendy's or something. Give me 2 I want 2 people at the $5, then I'm gonna get a bunch of budgets. No, I'm not doing it that way. I'm picking one from every tier. We at $3, we got Karl Malone, pass. And then we have Big O. Now, some of these players over here, obviously, I haven't got to see, but I know the history behind Big O, the first person to average a triple-double, and did some amazing things, won an MVP award. We got Timmy Duncan, a guy that I keep it a buck. I feel like I took him for granted when he was playing. Like I said, I was so much Dirk that I knew that Tim Duncan was amazing, but I wasn't tuning into Tim Duncan as much as I was tuning into Dirk, when I probably should have been tuning into Tim Duncan at the same rate I was tuning into Dirk. So that was my fault. And you know what? I'll never get those back. Luckily, at the age we are now in 2021, a lot of the footage about any NBA player you can find on the internet. So I need to go back and really deep dive on Timmy D. Then we have Wardell Stephen Curry, first unanimous MVP in NBA history, the greatest shooter of all time. Then we have Moses Malone, who I didn't even recognize him at first because I don't know much about Moses Malone. And even now, I'm just making sure I'm getting them right. I had to put the pictures next to each other. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Some of these pictures, he's bald. So I was like, whoa, am I wrong? No, I feel like that's him. I have a shooting guard. I have a small forward. I have a power forward. So my options is a center, a point guard. You probably know where I'm going with this. So Wardell Stephen Curry. We need shooting, and if you need shooting, why not pick up the greatest shooter of all time? So $11 in, we're at the $4 option, and we need a big. And it's the perfect place to pick big because 4 out of our 5 options are bigs. We have Wilt Chamberlain. Everybody knows the legends of Wilt Chamberlain, of him averaging 50, dropping 100 points in the game, and doing some stuff off the court that some people would deem as legendary. We have Kobe Bean Bryant, rest in peace to the Mamba. We already got our wings and guards, so we're not really looking in Kobe's direction right now. We have Hakeem Olajuwon, who I think a lot of people underrate. We have Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant player that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. And then lastly, we have Bill Russell, the greatest teammate of all time, a real-life OG, just seemed like the coolest dude ever. Like, legit, the coolest dude ever. He's in the same level of Keanu Reeves, if you ask me. He is the NBA version of that. He's old. Couldn't tell him that, you know what I'm saying? With the $4 option, these are 4 amazing centers. Amazing centers here. And it took me, this was probably the hardest decision of the entire video for me. I thought about my own personal opinion, for one. And then I looked in 2K. I looked at overalls, I looked at badges, and everything. So with my $4 option, I'm taking Shaquille O'Neal. The most dominant player, again, that I've ever got to see with my own two eyes. I'm not saying he's better than these other three centers, but the most dominant I've seen with these two things. And that is my team. At point guard, Stephen Curry. At shooting guard, Michael Jordan. At small forward, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and lastly, holding it down in the middle with Shaquille O'Neal. Let me know in the comment section what your starting five will be, and let me know if y'all actually go 82-0, because I know some of y'all be cheating. I'm gonna be checking. What team y'all think we put them on? Come on, boy, quit playing with me. Yes, sir. 96, 97, 97, 97, 99, because it's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And they actually gave my boy his 23. I thought they weren't gonna give it to him because it's retired, but it is Michael. Like, if you're gonna bring it out of retirement, it will be for Michael Jeffrey. So I think our team is elite. We got Homer Green here, and the last thing I got to do before we start simulating, I have to turn off foul outs so Homer never touches the floor. And you know what, Homer? I mess with you, bro. I really do mess with you, but in the challenge we're trying to go 82-0, I can't have my 40 overall player hidden. Is there anything else I can do to make our chances higher? Do I hire more staff players? Do I fire? I'm firing Billy. Not that Billy's bad, but if we try to go 82-0, I'm picking the guy with the perfect statistics. Is it cheating? Yeah. Why? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yup. Fight me. Do we need anything else? Do I need to hire anybody? We don't even have no money because I just spent a lot of money on that. Yeah, I probably could have got Michael Stafford for less than. Bro, that's NBA role player money. I gave that boy 4 years, $27 million. We just paid that boy. You bet. If we don't go 82-0, that's on you, Michael. Because we know that we got the real Michael, and the real Michael don't play. Imagine we lose the first game. Okay. First game. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's simulate regular season. Oh, should I trade Shaquille O'Neal for You know what? I'm not even going to disable the trades because I'm curious of what type of trades y'all going to offer me. De'Aaron and Tyrese Halliburton for Shaq? Stop. These boys lost to Zion. These boys lost to Zion and Tomas Satoransky? How does this team only put up 100 points? I'm confused. What? Y'all put up 107? KD, bro. There's no fatigue, so don't hit me with that. We tired. You're all superhuman. Shaq for Ja Morant, and stop with the Shaq trades. Those are not even good. I cannot believe I came in here on an 82-0 challenge and lost the second game of the entire year. And there's a second loss to Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, because Kevin Durant can't guard him, I guess. Bro, that's a shame, bro. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. We're talking about 4 Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famers that gonna have statues built of them if they haven't already. And y'all already losing games. Already losing games. Jordan already got his statue. Shaq has a statue. I'm pretty sure Shaq has a statue. Shaq statue. There's no way he don't. He sure does. Okay, so we lost to LeBron. LeBron like, hey, you ain't gonna pick me? Bet. Russell Westbrook like, oh, you ain't gonna pick me? Bet. I'm really disappointed in the fact that we're not scoring like 180 points per. You know what I'm saying? I'm so confused. Giannis is gonna get a statue. KD might not get a statue because which city gets a statue for KD? The Warriors are giving it to Steph Curry for sure if they had to pick. OKC not giving it to him because the way it ended. If he bring like 4 championships to Brooklyn, then maybe man, Kevin Durant might not get a statue. That's kind of wild to think about. It's kind of wild to think about. I mean, if you switch your teams very often, and it's not a shot at you, Kevin, I would love to talk to you as well. It just lowers your chances. You know what I'm saying? Shaq wasn't a 4-lifer, but the man won a bunch of championships in LA. MJ wasn't a 4-lifer, but he won a bunch of championships in Chicago. Stephen Curry, so far, 4-lifer and has won a bunch of championships. We don't know if Giannis is a 4-lifer, but the fact that he won any championships in Milwaukee tells me that he's going to get a statue. So maybe that should have been the method I was using. Is he going to get a statue, or will they get a statue? And those are the guys we're drafting. Because then instead of KD, I don't even know. But yeah, we would have to rework the entire team. The entire team would have to get reworked. All right. I don't know if we're losing another game, but the fact that we lost this literal second game of the season is extremely. Losing streak? Is you serious? To these teams? To D'Angelo Russell and Naz Reid and Karl Anthony Towns? We lost to Shea? Hey. And you know what it is? First of all, why does Shaq attempt any threes? Don't tell me they got Shaq 3-point. If Shaq has attempted more than 1 3, he has. I want to end the video. I want to end the video. Why is Shaq 3-point Tennessee got him attempting 72 threes this season, 2K? You gotta be kidding. Now I want to rework. I want to do this whole thing over, and I might. Shot left 3. Why does he have anything in his 3? I'm going to do this. I'm going to simulate the end of the season. We'll see what it is. Instead of picking Shaq, I'm going to pick either. Bill Russell has the highest overall out of all of these players. I'm going to substitute Shaq. I think Shaq is selling. Giannis lost to himself. I think Shaq is selling. I'm going to substitute Giannis. I'm going to substitute Shaq. All right, so I was talking about getting rid of Shaq. He won an MVP award. I'm not really impressed, though. That 6% from the 3 is ridiculous. I'm not impressed. Giannis, the real Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year, not our version of Giannis. We lost 7 games with this. We were barely better than the Warriors from a couple years ago. Isn't that wild? Both of the Giannis's made all NBA teams, so that's kind of funny. Shaq made an all NBA team, and then the rest of our teams on the second. I mean, we should not lose the championship, but I do want to rework my team. Even though Shaq did win MVP, I'm going to make 2 changes. I'm going to take Shaq out and put him with one of these other centers, and I'm putting in Dirk for Giannis. Those are the 2 changes I'm about to make. Okay, so we made the changes. We have Dirk and Hakeem Olajuwon as our bigs now. Got rid of Giannis, got rid of Shaquille O'Neal. And if I go to tendencies and see a 3... Okay. Again, Hakeem is a little bit before my time, so let me go to statistics before he had a season where he shot 30% from 3. Okay, so you know what? I'm not even mad that he's got a small percentage of 3-pointer because it seemed like he tried to do it in his career, at least a little bit. Shaq ain't had none of that. Only Shaq 3-pointers was like heaves in that one that he hit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it's a little bit different. We have more shooting now that Dirk is here and not Giannis, and we'll see how that impacts our team. I do want to still do the coaching thing because I do think that Stafford is the best coach here, but I also don't want to give him all that money we did at first. Look how much money we can save. Like I gave him a bag. Let's do that. Look at that. I gave him like 27 million first time around. 27 million. And then lastly, we have to go in and we have to turn off fouls. Okay. My rotation should be set with our 5 players. Boom. Will this team be better than the last one? 7. Oh, we already are. Shea in 1 first rounder for Steph Curry, prime Steph Curry, best version of Steph Curry. No, we already beat the Pelicans. This team is putting up way more points. Way more points. When I was building my initial team, I was definitely thinking more defensive oriented. That seems highly overrated. Oh, 1 point loss to Kyrie, James, and KD. In his natural habitat, Michael Jordan wins MVP. Now, I was on my phone, so I don't really know exactly how many games we won and lost, so that will be a surprise for us. Michael Jordan also won a Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. All right. We lost 2 games. We lost 2 games, y'all. How do we not win Executive of the Year winning 80 games? We put this team together. Cody, 2. We got 2 players on NBA first team. Second team, I would guess the other players are. Yep. Defensive teams. I saw a couple on that as well. You know we gonna have, yep. And Hakeem too. So Hakeem was the better option at center. He was, by far. And Dirk, let's see. Where's Dirk's numbers? Dirk, where you at, buddy? Dirk right here, 26, 13, and 7. Jeez. Steph Curry, 28, 14, 54 to 90. Woo! All of those players is probably in the race. Y'all know we won this championship. I ain't even got to look at it. And yeah, man, the best we've got on our 2 different versions of this team is 80-2, which just proves the fact that going 82-0 was almost impossible. Hey man, if you did enjoy the video, as always, be sure to leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot, and we're trying to grow more and more as 2K22 continues on its cycle. I got other channels. I got a Sacramento Kings challenge rebuild that I'm doing on another channel. I've been dropping videos just talking about the NBA and what's going on around the league that have been super fire. Those are the things I want to promote. Thank you again to our sponsor of this video, Keeps, and I appreciate everybody that watched. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.